Hello, this is 48391, and this is an anime English dub review for the Infinite Stratos series. For anyone who has seen the series, I find there are different opinions about it. I, for one, find the series very interesting. I only wish the anime followed the light novels a little bit more, and I will only speak about the English dub and how well it follows the original Japanese version. But for anyone who has not seen the series or heard of it, Infinite Stratos series is a light novel series by Izuru Yumizuru that takes place in the near future. A Japanese scientist engineers a powered exoskeleton called the Infinite Stratos, or IS, possessing technology and combat capabilities far more advanced than any other weapon system. The IS threatens to destabilize the world faced with such overpowering weapons. The nation of the world enacts a Alaska Treaty, which states that IS will never be used for military combat and thus existing IS technology must be equally distributed to all nations, to prevent any one nation from dominating the other. The introduction of the IS does, however, have a major effect on society, as the IS can only be powered by women, or operated by women. There is a shift in the power balance between men and women. Now women are dominating men. 10 years after the IS is introduced, the world has entered a new age of peace, or somewhat. That is, however, shattered even more by an unexpected discovery when the main protagonist, Ichika Orimura, 15-year-old Japanese boy, is discovered to be capable of operating said IS. Realizing the potential, Ichika is forced by the government to attend the only school ever that teaches students how to operate the IS. Okay, so, of the main cast, we have Ichika Orimura, Shinono Hoki, uh, we have Ichigo's sister, Chifuya, Cecilia Alcott, and we have Laura Bodewig, Charlotte Dunois, and a Chinese girl named Marin. What was her name again? What was it? It was Huang Lingyan, but however, she's called Rin for short. Is because of some pronunciation issue between L's and R's and other such. But however, seeing as the first episode, Laura, Charlotte, and Rin only have like a short amount of screen time because in episode one for both English and Japanese that's all they have because in that episode it only introduces Ichiko, Hoki, and Cecilia as the main cast. Chifuya and Maya or their teachers basically are minor characters. In the original series, Ichika is supposed to be like a happy-go-lucky guy, sort of a wimp, and a dense kind of guy. And for me, in the original Japanese version, that's how that he was portrayed exactly like that with his voice. I've got to say, in the English dub, they seem to got it. I mean, his voice does seem to fit. As for Hoki, in the original Japanese version, she's like a hard ass kind of. I mean, she's supposed to be like a strict kind of girl, the strict childhood friend. But however, in the English dub, honestly, I kind of think she's like a whiny girl. I mean, seriously, uh, of all the cast, I think this voice cast is a miss. As for Shifuya, I gotta say it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's like they found an American version of Megumi Toyaguchi. For anyone who don't know her, she's the voice actor for Shifuya in the original Japanese version. Because I mean, in both versions, she's portrayed as a hard ass or a badass. So again, it kind of fits. As for Cecilia, they seem to have got the part that she's from England, as I can hear an accent kind of, but it doesn't seem to be strong. But okay, so on to the other three. Remember, I already said that Laura, Charlotte, and Rin, they don't have that much screen time. But from what I can tell in this first scene where they have some speaking lines, Laura does seem to have a German accent from what I can tell. I'm not sure because, again, it wasn't that much of screen time, like a few seconds. Charlotte seems to sound like a man, but I'm not sure if that's just the voice actor's attempt at a French accent, For Ren, I don't think I could hear Chinese accent. I'm not sure. She only had a little screen time as well. Not as much as Charlotte. A little bit more than Laura. But I seem to think that they do fit to a certain point. But again, it's the first episode, so that's all the screen time those three will ever have in the first episode. Overall, the episode seems to be okay as an English dub, as the main cast introduced so far, Ichika, Cecilia, Hoki, and I guess Chifuya and Maya. I think they got 4 out of the 5 voices, and that's basically it since the series is just being translated. I gotta say, as a translation, it's actually really well done. But I'm a Laura and Charlotte fan, so I'm hoping to hear more of Charlotte's voice. Although I am a bit disappointed that uh, that Charlotte's voice sounds like a man, but that's just my imagination. But I hope that's just my imagination. So this is 483091 signing out. Have a nice day.